Hey everyone, welcome back to the Maze Pod. I'm your host, Maisie Greenman, 20-year-old 911 dispatcher, cosmetologist, criminal justice grad, digital marketing consultant, and real estate investor. As you can tell, I have accomplished a lot over these past few years, and I'm here to share what I've picked up along the way to help you chase your goals and live out your dreams as well. Now, I don't think I have any announcements this week, so let's just jump right into our segments. First off, this week I am grateful for Maze Digital and the community that I am building of amazing women who want to expand their businesses and start living their dream lives as well. It honestly just makes me so excited to be doing this, and I love having this job. I love creating these opportunities for other people, and I just love that I've created this for myself as well. It makes me really excited. And I keep dropping my iPad if you're watching me on the camera, sorry. Um, I this week I am honestly just looking forward to this weekend. I'm not really sure what my plans are yet, but I think I'm just having a lazy weekend with Owen, and that's exactly what I need right now, so I'm really excited for that. We went on a little staycation trip for Valentine's Day, which was super fun. And I've had events going on since we've gotten back. And last night we also went snowboarding, which was super fun. Don't get me wrong, but now we just need to balance it out and relax a little bit after all this craziness of the past couple of days. Now, if I could talk to younger me, I would just tell her to get excited for what's to come next. Yeah, not everything may be clear just yet, but there is so much coming your way. You should be proud of yourself for the accomplishments you've made, but also get excited for where you're going. The future is just in your hands. All right, we've talked about redefining our growth and shifting to embrace all of the feelings during the growth process. Now we need to change our mindset. I talked about this a little bit in a reel I posted this week, so if you haven't seen it, go follow me on Instagram at maisie.g09 or Maisie Greenman on Facebook. It's on both. But, anyways, so many of us tie our happiness and self worth to certain outcomes. Like, I'll feel successful when I hit six figures, or I'll be happy when I lose 20 pounds, or I'll feel confident when I get that promotion. But what happens when you reach that goal? The satisfaction is often pretty short lived, and we immediately start chasing the next best thing. And if you're in that mindset, we need to shift it. When you're only focusing on the outcome, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're not soaking up the journey. So we need to take the scenic route and focus on the process or the journey to get there rather than the end result. Growth and success don't just happen because you got a piece of paper saying that you're certified in something or you win a trophy that says you did something. You earned that award through hard work and practice. Growth and success is the same way. The habits, the discipline, and mindset shifts that you develop in pursuit of some type of goal are often more valuable than the goal itself. So let that soak in for a minute. Make sure you're taking up the experience and not just the outcome. Because at the end of the day, you got a piece of paper that says you can do something. That's cool, but the piece of paper doesn't mean anything. It's your experience that does. Another example of this could be running a marathon. The win isn't just crossing the finish line, it's the endurance you build, the discipline to keep training, and the resilience that you gain. And just really just that mental battle that you probably have had with yourself over and over and over again during that training process, you overcame that and you achieved your goal and you achieved that success. And now you're living your dreams. So, instead of closing your mind off with thoughts of, I'll be happy when I get there, shift your thoughts to, I'm proud of how I'm showing up today for myself, or I'm proud for checking this item off of my to do list today. And also feel gratitude for the point of your life that you're in. You started somewhere and now you're here. And even if it feels like you're just starting, at some point you were at the bottom and now you've got something. Even if it's just a thought, you've got something more than you had before. So be grateful for that because you're going to grow past this point uh, and at some time and become even better. And be grateful because you're going to grow past this point and become even better. So replace your thoughts of I have to with I get to, and you'll feel a lot more motivated in completing your journey. Now, you also want to make sure that you're celebrating your wins along the way. They don't have to be anything crazy big. It could be as simple as you made your bed for the first time this week. Celebrate yourself for completing that task and improving. Celebrating your achievements, no matter how big or small they are, releases dopamine in your brain, and dopamine is happy brain chemicals. You do something good for yourself, you celebrate it by, I don't know, getting a chocolate bar or an extra break in the workday or getting to take a nap, and now you've released some dopamine. So that's awesome. And it's so, so simple. You don't have to do anything crazy to celebrate your achievements. And this is just going to increase your motivation because you're going to feel excited to move forward with the next steps. You're going to feel ready to complete this growth process. Now, depending on what time you listen to this episode today, I do have a carousel post coming out on Instagram and Facebook that highlights ways to track your progress so that you can track your wins and just pay more attention to them in general. I have it scheduled for 3 p.m. So if you're listening to this before then, make sure you go and check out my Instagram and Facebook after that's posted so you can get some of those insights because they are really good. And also, don't be afraid to share your wins with anyone. These are amazing achievements that you're making and should be known to the world. Tell your support system, whoever that includes, and get hyped up about this. If you're if you are a female business owner and you want to be included in a group chat where everyone is sharing highlights and wins, shoot me an email at mazepod@gmail.com or comment on this episode so I can get you the link to join. It's free, but it's super exclusive. So if you want to be added, you have to reach out or you will not get added. But, anyways, whatever it is you're doing, these small actions build up over time and lead to real change. One of the biggest obstacles to growth is the all or nothing mindset. And that's the belief that if you don't do something perfectly, then it's not worth it at all. There is always something that you can learn or something that you can gain from every single experience. You just have to be open to it. I cannot stress that enough. And if you have this mindset, then you're closing the door for growth. You're closing yourself off from living your dreams. And we need to prioritize progress over perfection. The most successful people in the world didn't get there by trying one thing, failing, and saying, well, that didn't work. I guess I should just give up. No, they never said that. They zoned in, persevered, and tried until they achieved success. And thinking this way is really just self sabotage and preventing you from achieving the growth that you need to live out your goals and dreams. And now, don't get me wrong, this was something that up until a couple of months ago, I struggled with too. I was prioritizing perfection over progress, and you know where that got me? Absolutely nowhere. I was unhappy and I was not living the dream that I am now. Well, how did I get here? Well, the first thing I did was make that mindset shift. I started focusing on showing up today and doing my best today as often as I could instead of showing up and trying to be perfect. Instead of showing up and turning around because I messed up. And even when I missed a day or I did make that mistake, because don't get me wrong, I made a lot of mistakes, I kept on going. One mistake doesn't just erase your progress. You're still a different person than when you started this journey. And the goal is just to keep moving forward. And I even told myself this so many times last night. Okay, a little story time. We're gonna get a little off track. So yeah, like I said earlier, we went snowboarding and I've only been snowboarding 3 times total now. So last night was my third time ever snowboarding in my entire life. And I'm not the worst at it. I can catch some speed and I have a lot of fun with it, but I'm still at the point where I fall a lot. I'm not super good at controlling my toe side turns, and I get a little nervous, so then I fall and I just catch the board a lot, but that's fine. We will work on it. It'll improve. But anyways, on our last run last night, I fell hard twice in a row at the beginning of the hill, at the top of it. And I was feeling like I might as well just walk the rest of the way down the mountain. My legs were burning, and one of the times I fell on my back, and I think I like gave myself a little bit of whiplash. I'm not sure. I fell pretty hard and I hurt my neck, and my head was pounding the rest of the way down the mountain. But I kept telling myself, I'm not taking this board off until we get to the bottom. Once we're at the bottom, then I can get off and I can walk normal. So I kept on going. When I started thinking these thoughts of, I've just got to get to the bottom, I can't just quit and walk down the mountain, that opened the door to actually boarding all the way down instead of walking away, instead of quitting. So that's what I did. Yeah, I fell, but I think I only fell 3 times the rest of the way. And like I just said, that was closer to the top. So we had more than halfway to go by the time I started thinking these thoughts. And yeah, anyways, moral of the story, I was so proud of myself for making it all the way down without stopping and without taking off my board. And there was actually a guy who did that. He fell right next to me and Owen, and I don't know what his story was. He didn't fall that hard. He didn't get hurt or anything. Um, but he just got off his board and walked the rest of the way down the hill. We passed him later. Like I don't know what his deal was. But anyways, I chose to keep going and it was a learning experience and I gained something out of it. Now, I'm a little bit better at snowboarding than I was before and I'm excited to go again. And I wouldn't feel that way if I would have just got off the board like that guy did. And because I didn't do it perfect. I would have looked like a dummy. Not gonna lie, he kind of looked like a dummy. He just was walking down the mountain when everyone's zooming past him. Like I said, we passed him after that. Um, but I wouldn't feel as motivated to go back and do it again and learn more had I just quit and closed that door completely. You've got to get into the right headspace, and things will really just start happening naturally, and you will be the happiest version of yourself. Now, another technique that you can try is adapting a 1% mindset. So that's basically just saying if you do just 1% better every day, you'll have done 30% better by the end of the month, or 365% better by the end of this year. Small moves make big changes. I'm going to say that again. Small moves make big changes. So don't downplay those moves. Don't downplay those steps. Don't downplay those achievements because small things lead to big success. You are still showing up for yourself and you are still doing the dang thing. So be proud of yourself and embrace that feeling of growth and achievement along the way. And I guess I should have added that to my story, my little snowboarding story. I was trying to enjoy the process as much as I could. Yeah, I was in pain, but I was still having fun. And I got something out of that. I got memories out of that. Even though I didn't become the most perfect snowboarder in the world, I did not become a champion snowboarder. I still had fun with my siblings and Owen, and I gained something from that experience. And that's just something simple. This could apply to literally anything in your entire life. So don't forget that. Small moves make big changes. Change your mindset. You're doing it. Now, the last thing that you need to do is reframe how you view failure. You can't separate you can't separate success and failure anymore. It's part of the success journey. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. Trial and error is completely normal when you're trying something new. That's something that I keep having to tell myself with everything that I'm expanding in my business and everything that I am doing with real estate. I have to keep telling myself that trial and error is just going to happen. But you need to tell yourself that too. You need to think of failure as progress. You need to open the door for more to come. So instead of thinking, I failed, I'm not good enough, reframe your thoughts. Think thoughts like, I learned something that will help me next time. You need to take each setback that you may face and use them as data. And there's no if, ands, or buts about that. You are going to face setbacks no matter what you're doing. You are going to make mistakes. There's no getting around it. It's going to happen. And if that discourages you, you need to go way back and start from the beginning of the maze pod and change your mindset, because it's just going to happen. It's part of the process. And yeah, so take each setback that you face and use them as data. That's what I really have to try and do with anything that I do. If I didn't hit a certain mark, well, now I have a new place to start and I can try something else. It's all just a big science experiment. No, but really, the most successful people in the world failed so many times before succeeding. And I know that you've heard that a million times, but it's true. You don't just walk into success. If you did, anyone would have it. And don't get mistaken here, because everybody's definition of success is going to be different. So don't go take up a hobby or go for an achievement just because some wildly successful famous person did it. Don't just go take up basketball because Michael Jordan was successful at it. Don't just go, I don't know, just don't just try something because some successful person did it. Do what's going to fulfill you and make you feel successful in your life. And later, if that definition changes, which it probably will, go out of your comfort zone, rinse and repeat, and go and achieve that new goal. And these episodes are meant to really just be evergreen. If you need to come back to these episodes, you always can, because they'll always be here for each stage of your life that you're in. You're going to relearn lessons as you move on in life. And I mean, I've relearned lessons that I talked about a year ago from now. I have relearned them over this past year. And I've told you guys that too as well. So if you ever need to come back to this episode, it will always be here for you so that you can relearn to grow out of your comfort zone and grow and achieve that new goal. And I don't know who said this, but this quote says, progress is the only way forward, perfectionism is a dead end. Society's definition of perfect is only one thing, and don't let that hold you back. Show up for yourself and start living your dream life. Not society's dream life, your dream life. You are the only one who can do this for you. Colin Powell also says there are no secrets to success. It is the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure. If it was a secret to be successful, I wouldn't be here giving you the tools you need for free. I I probably wouldn't even have the secret. I don't know who would have it, but I'm giving you everything that you need to go and live your dream life right here. So go and make those dreams come true. As always, make sure that you're following me on Instagram at Maisie.g09 and Maisie Greenman on Facebook, where I have some big announcements coming soon. And I also have been posting so much valuable content, you guys. I like I said, I have that reel that I posted this week, and I have the carousel that's coming out sometime today whenever this episode drops. So make sure that you are following me to get the most value out of this experience as you can. Um, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the Maze Pod on YouTube, especially if you want me to keep making the video pod. Remember, I am not going to keep making video episodes if I am not seeing any subscribers or likes or anything on the videos. If I'm only getting views, then I am not going to keep making it, you guys. You got to engage with them. But yeah, if you have any suggestions, comments, concerns, or really anything, email me at mazepod@gmail.com. Use the Q&A section on Spotify or comment on YouTube. And if you're feeling extra nice, it would help me out if you left a 5-star review. Remember, success doesn't come without hard work. Have the most productive week. You guys are all doing great, and I wish you the best. See you next episode.